Jackson Radio Show.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Jackson here. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. KJRadio.com is where you can find out more about us. I hope you go there. I hope you share the links that you can get to and put them into your email feeds or whatever. If something that I say is profound, let us know. Let us know the date, the segment, whatever, because we like to know what you like. And lots going on in radio for us. And, you know, I don't know where things are going to go. It's funny. I've told many people over the past, year or so that we don't, in our group, we no longer try to orchestrate in the sense of, let's go get over here, do this or do that. If we did that, maybe we'd be farther ahead, or maybe God would still chuckle at us. But what we do is we say, it's God's plan. You know, whatever goes on in this organization is God's plan. We'll do what we do. We'll produce what we produce. And, you know, it's funny. I was doing an interview, and one of my, somebody asked me, Kevin, what do you do before an interview? And I said, I always look up right before I close my eyes and I ask God to give me guidance in what to say. And that's it. That's my prep. And generally he does. Is it as eloquent as I'd like at times? No, it never is. I don't know. I've had maybe 2 interviews in the hundreds that I've done where I went, that was a great interview, because for whatever reason, I like the topic. And generally, I don't do the interviews unless I have some interest in the topic. But certain ones are better than others. For example, when the cops got shot in Dallas by the BLM guy, that was one of my best interviews. And something else happened earlier, and I was on with Tucker when he was on in the morning, on the weekend. And that was one of my heartfelt interviews. I wasn't in a suit. I was probably traveling. I looked like crap, greasy face and everything, but it was one of the best interviews because it was heartfelt. I mean, all of them are, but I'm saying that topic, whatever had gotten me so upset, that it elicited even deeper emotion. But I always ask God, you know, give me the words to say, because I'm not doing interviews because I'm trying, ooh, look at me, I'm on TV again. You know, my sons, they know, hey, Dad's on TV. It's no big deal to us. You know what you guys, Kevin, let us know when you're on TV. For what? And I look, I get enough mail from you guys going, Kevin, I love when you're on, man. You're just, you know, to the point. You're not, and I appreciate all that. But I promise you, I swear to you, I don't even think about, is this furthering my career or what? I'm going to do Fox and Friends on the weekend on November the 4th and 5th. The only reason why I'm doing that is because if I do get a gig on Fox and Friends, it will give me a daily conduit to represent you. To hear somebody say something to go, you know, I don't totally agree with that. I believe the people listening to us right now are asking themselves these questions. I believe when we hear an interview like what so-and-so just gave us, we leave them with more, you know, questions than answers. People are going, why didn't he answer this? Why didn't he answer that? Why will you not? You know, I'm going to call people out. And you know what? If they never invite Kevin's never coming back here. It's okay. It's okay. Because like I said, it's all God's plan. I could have been filthy rich in this business if I turned on you. When I tell you this, I'm not even playing. If I wanted to sell out, man, I would be one of the biggest names. It might only last 15 minutes, but I would be one of the biggest names in politics. I was listening to a radio show the other day, and it was on a comedy channel, and they were bringing up Milo and all, and I was thinking to myself, if I made one flip, you wouldn't even know they'd be talking about me because it would be this guy flips over. I've got this firm belief. The reason why the left doesn't want me speaking in universities and being shouted down like Ben Shapiro and these guys and Milo. And by the way, 2 amazing conservatives. Love both these guys. But if I got a hold of academia, I would grab it by the tail. I'd whip it like a whip and crack its neck. And they know it. And the left want no part of me. I'm not saying that, you know, Milo and Ben don't do an amazing job. They do. But let me tell you, my hard truth to these youngsters would crush them. Ben Shapiro's all of 30 years old. Milo may be the same. Let me tell you, somebody with my life experiences getting in their faces, they wouldn't even know what hit them. That's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the irony of the arsonist and wine country being an illegal. Yeah. The left got burned by an illegal. Pardon the pun. Excuse me. Yeah, they got burned by an illegal. And what's funny is the sanctuary state of California is protecting this guy. And it took the FBI, all the orchestration it took for the FBI to go get this guy is mind-boggling. It'll blow your mind. The orchestration to go get a guy who intentionally set fires in wine country. We're talking about people that have to grow. This business is not one that you go, oh, okay, no big deal. We'll stock the shelves tomorrow. You burn somebody's grapes, you burn their livelihood. You get what I'm saying? Now, look, they're all rich. These people own these vineyards. They got money. I'm not feeling sorry for them, but what I do feel sorry for is they've made an investment. People enjoy their product. And one guy who the left wants here, he is the reason that these people have lost. How many people were killed during these California fires? I know it's been at least a dozen. And there's a guy setting them, and he's illegal, and they're protecting him. And the FBI, Department of Homeland Security, they have to go figure out the connective dots, and they find out he's he's an illegal. And I don't know if he's tied to a Mexican gang or whatever, but he's an illegal from Mexico that they believe. And I've heard multiple things. He intentionally set him because he wanted to get back at somebody or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm blown away by this. Anyway, I want to move on from that too, because we got a lot to cover. I want to talk about the Trump effect here soon. But before we get to that, Chelsea Handler, vile, despicable leftist, anti-Trumper. She gets canned on Netflix, and she comes out and says, I'm going to not do my Netflix show next season because I want to focus on politics. And I laughed at this because I said to myself, yeah, because everybody climbs to the mountaintop in Hollywood so they can then leave and start doing politics. Said nobody ever. When you get into Hollywood and you've made it to the top and you decide you want to become political, you know what it means? It means nobody cares about you. Jimmy Kimmel is a comic. That's what he's supposed to do. He used to make people laugh. You know what he's doing now? He's doing politics. And you know where Jimmy Kimmel's going to be in a very short time? He's going to be unemployed. He will be. And so will all the other comedic hacks that are on at late night that are doing nothing but bashing Donald Trump. What happens when you can no longer bash Donald Trump and you have to start saying good things about him and people start looking at you going, you're a fake, you're a fraud? Maybe Brad Stein, one of my good buddies who's a comedian, or Tim Wilkins or somebody will be able to get one of those slots because those guys are qualified. They're funny. And they're not going to put politics before the laugh. Chelsea Handler, you're a hack.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.